We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the LA Chargers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. They'll look to throw here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field.
And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there. It's second down. The Chargers at 5-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Running left, Achane. Still going inside the 20.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, go lion.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Escaping the... But he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Once again, it's Swift.
There he goes, right side. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Swift going to try at the middle.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Herbert now.
Pass out left finds Johnston.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Here's Swift.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Robinson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Swift will score. Touchdown Chargers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 11.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Third down and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal. And they'll bring Judy in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown!
Jerry Jeudy
from 10 yards out.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
59.
On first and 10, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Here's Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Baylor Tigers.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
At the 22-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Crowd right. Baylor Tigers. Hey, Ray.
Here's Herbert. Pass hauled in by Johnston. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. He's got room to roam, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. DeAndre Swift with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
They'll try to run with Swift.
Out don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Robinson will try to pick it up, and he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, Kappa.
Herbert off of play action. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now it's Herbert.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Robinson will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
And this is a type of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Baylor Tiger.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
It's caught at the 1. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On the handoff, this is Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunity.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Set. Go.
Here's a handoff to Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Set.
3rd and 5.
Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Swift. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for L.A., it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles.